guys, welcome to the show. Happy Sunday fun day. Let's check out and make sure the live stream is looking good. Everything looks good. Just checking out the live stream, making sure the sound is okay. Thanks for joining. I truly appreciate you guys coming on and joining us today. Thank you so much. Please say hi. Say hi in the comments. Let me know what's going on. And we'll get the party started. I'm going to have to only make it an hour today because I got a ton of stuff to do today. It is Sunday morning here in Sri Lanka. It is 6 a.m. I've been up for a while. I had a class. I made my coffee. Oh, I love my coffee. I got one of those, it's called a tamper. So it pushes the coffee down and packs it tightly. Wow, what a difference that makes with the flavor. And I switched from like large mugs to smaller mugs. And definitely, it's just, I love a thick, heavy, hard coffee with a little bit of sugar, no cream or anything. An espresso, basically a larger espresso. So I buy the Lazava coffee beans, creme beans, and I grind them, and then I use a coffee maker for that. Darren, good day, mate. How are you? Hopefully you're getting ready. Both Terry and Darren, you guys are both showing up here in Sri Lanka. Terry, I think I have you in my calendar when you're arriving. Terry, you are arriving in a couple of weeks, October 12th. And then Darren, you're here on the 28th. So October is going to be a busy month for SriLankanSammi family. You guys are going to be showing up. We're going to be hanging out. Hopefully you guys are doing well back home. It is hot here in Sri Lanka. Let me tell you, no rain, and it is hot. And I mean hot compared to what it normally is. It is hotter because there's no wind. So the air is stagnant and there's no breeze here in where I live. And it's been almost unbearable. I mean, except for last night where the temperature went down. It's been upwards of 30-ish, 31. And now it's like this morning, 27, 28, which was like last night it rained and cooling breeze. Wow, it was so nice. But that thunder was bad. Anyway, I want to say thank you to everyone who is watching and liking. You guys are really doing a great job on the channel. I truly appreciate it. I kind of figured out how to see, okay, with the camera work, and I've been practicing with the camera work, as you saw with the Hikkaduwa trip. By the way, that was a fun trip, let me tell you. Really loved it. But next time I'm going to do different motorcycle company, because motorcycle I had was good, but wasn't great. I'm going to try to do better with the video editing. I've always had covers on the camera lens. Like, for example, I bought this new thing, which is a removable protective cover. Oh, and I got new stickers for the camera too. So the camera looks nice. So these lenses, as you can see, are not flat. So if you lay it down, you're going to scratch that. You scratch that, that's $1,000 in the garbage. You might as well throw it away. Because I have to ship this to either India or China to get fixed, right? So I bought this. Well, I had others, which caused a lot of lens flare and and got foggy, and I didn't know how to use it in the water, etc., etc. So this is so much better. I'm also having a few mic problems. The internal mics on this are, something has happened. I'm going to start using the wireless microphone more to get the sound better. And I'm going to take that lens cover off when I'm doing walk and talks. Static, maybe not so much, I don't have to. But when I'm walking around or taking scenic pictures, I'm going to be taking that off. And that's also a good thing to take off when I use the dive case. I learned how to use the dive case. I made the mistake of leaving the covers on. You're not supposed to do that. So I'm gonna, first I had the sticky covers, which you can't take off. Then I bought these removable ones, right? Which are okay, but now I like this one. And so, and the cases don't work when you have the accessories on top of it. So I bought this other case, doesn't work. So I'm just using a bag, and that's fine. I just don't want it to get, dusty or scratched, because that'll just ruin it. So anyway, I'm working really, really hard on trying to do better on the channel, and I have so many new subscribers. You guys are commenting. I absolutely love it. I really, really love it and appreciate it. Thank you so much. I did my first life coaching. If you guys click on the link in the main channel or on this one for Buy Me a Coconut, there is a event that you can buy for 1 hour of my time, or 2 hours, or however long it takes. And I had someone from Central US, South Asian, born in South Asia, but emigrated to the US, who's looking to retire in Sri Lanka. And the positive, like I said, why did you choose me? There's so many people out there. He says, because of your honesty and candor. And I'm like, I'm just speaking my mind. You should see that some of the things I don't say. Okay. I don't want to, I come from a different generation. I'm almost 56 now. I come from a different generation. I understand today's generation and today's society. I even understand the early 2000s where society started changing from women's rights in the workplace and all those kinds of things, how the world is changing, and now we have the younger generation, which is, I don't have to agree. Maybe I agree with it, maybe I don't agree with it. I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. That's not what we're here for. I understand it. Maybe I agree with it, maybe I don't. But that's, you should see some of the things I don't say. But I come from a different generation where I'm just going to speak my mind when it comes to my life. So I truly appreciate people who say that they like that style. And I've always said from the beginning that my channel is going to be about me and how I have gotten here. And if you wish to join me on this adventure and figure out how you too can, live life without life living you, okay, then you too can learn, maybe learn, I don't know. In this big crazy world we live in, I don't know. I mean, let me tell you, Darren, I love you guys. You have so many insightful ideas and thoughts. Sometimes I agree, sometimes I don't agree, but we get along. And that's the beautiful thing about having these friendships, is that, you don't always have to be identical, right? But I'm learning a lot from my friends that are here now. Darren is one of my top guys in advice. Like, just the positive ideas, even in the horror show that is Sri Lanka. You know, Darren he's younger. I think you're younger than me. I can't remember, but same generation. But the life experience that you bring to the table. I mean, brother, you should start your own channel and the adventure that you have. Let me tell you, I would definitely watch your channel. You know, Darren's musings. That would be great. I would love to see you have a channel. Let me tell you. But I'm really happy with the way things are going and the comments that I'm getting from you guys. So please comment, like, share, do all of those wonderful things. And thanks again for everyone for joining today. I have such a crazy busy afternoon. Let me tell you, I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 or 5 videos today. I have to. I don't have anything in the hopper. I have nothing. I was so busy this week and so tired that I didn't get a chance to record anything. So I got to record a whole bunch of videos today. I'm going to do, which one I'm going to do? So the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up get rich quick scams. What is it that you see on the internet? What is real and what is not real? Why you should think first before jumping in. Some of them are really, really good. I'm gonna do tomorrow's dad's birthday. He's 88 years old. My God, I can't believe it. You know, he's getting older and his body isn't keeping up with him, but we've got a health tech in the house now. And Dinesh, and he's a really nice guy, young fellow, and he now lives here full time, just like our caretaker, and he takes care of Dad, and Dad loves it. It's a load off of Mom. She doesn't have to take care, everything every day. So that's a great help. So we're going out tonight for dinner, Italian dinner in Colombo tonight. So that's going to be a good video. That'll be one in the hopper. And we're going out for dinner, celebrate Dad's birthday. And I got to stop off at the tech store because, let me show you. I think I've shown you guys my desk. Okay, so this is my desk at home. And because I'm working so hard, sorry, let's get back. So Darren says, no channel for me. I'm going to try to convince you, brother. Let me try to convince you of it, okay? Maybe we'll do one on my channel where you will be, the guest host when you're here next month. And we'll see how it goes. Well, I'll try to convince you, okay? How's that? We'll talk about it. So the helper, we went to a hospital and through another friend, my cousin, who also has helpers in the house. I think, let me double check with Mom when she comes down. She should be coming downstairs any minute. I think it's 3,000 rupees a day plus food and board. So he has his own room. And because we have a large house, he has his own room and bathroom. And 3,000 a day and food. So technically, there are more workers living in the house. Sorry, there are more workers now than there are people living in this house. So there's 3 people, Mom, Dad, and me. And we have 4 workers. 2 of them live in the house. So Ratna City is the caretaker and Dinesh is the helper, the medical tech. I don't want to say helper. He's a medical technician. He's actually educated. And then we have the cook, who comes every 6 days a week. And we have our driver, who's on call. And then we have 2 more people who we rely on. One is our handyman, electrician, plumber, general contractor, our general contractor. And then mom has a computer tech. I'm good, but she trusts him, so he comes once in a while to fix the printers, the internet, the whatever is going on in the house. So, we have these people that we trust. We have an air conditioner guy. Yeah, so our general contractor just finished painting the whole house, inside and outside. While I was in Thailand, they did my room. So next time that I'm going to Thailand in February, they're going to remodel my bathroom. Oh, it's going to be so beautiful. I love it. So excited. Anyway, so this afternoon I have to go. So I'm going to show you pictures later, like next week when it's finished. But my desk, you guys have seen my home office. So this is my home office. Now, these are 24-inch screens, okay? And this is an 18-inch screen. I bought online from AliExpress two 18-inch or 22-inch portable monitors. They're beautiful. So what I did was I ordered from AliExpress a pole that goes over top of this area here, and it holds 2 monitors. So now these monitors are sitting there, and I asked ChatGPT, I have this computer, these monitors, how do I get 2 more? And it showed me the exact adapter to buy and plug into my computer so that I could add 2 more. So everything's plugged in except the video output cable is not long enough to go to my laptop, because it's only meant these monitors, the new ones I got, are meant to sit next to the laptop, not be like far away like it is in my configuration. They're supposed to sit like right next to it. Instead, I've got them sitting up here. So I need at least a 1.5 meter to 2 meter cable. So I have to go to buy that today. Yeah, 3,000 rupees. I'm pretty sure that that's what it is. I've got to ask mom again what it actually is. Everything is more expensive in everywhere else. Like, I can't believe the price of some of the things here. Okay. Oh, here's another thing. I found the most amazing. So I have a genetic condition in my eyes, right? Let me go back a step. So I have to do that video. Let's go back a minute and talk about the videos. So I got a couple of videos I want to do. I want to do Socks the dog. I want to introduce you guys to Socks, our dog. But tonight, when we're going in the car, I'm going to interview mom on 2 things. Why Sri Lankans love rumors. Oh my gosh, the rumor mill is just beautiful. I just love it. Every time mom comes and tells me something, I say, Mom, where did you hear this? And she goes, I heard it on the news. I go, well, what? Where news? News on the TV, in the newspaper? Oh, on social media. No. And then I Google it, not a peep. So why do Sri Lankans love rumors? Second, Sri Lankan slang. Some of the slang. I want to practice some of the slang. I'm going to talk a little bit more about me and my life. My married life, why it failed. I'm going to get into a little bit of in-depth on that. Working, being a full-time career with a company or a freelancer? Which one do I enjoy more? And a lot of people are asking about that. You know, how can I live life? I'm going to talk about some of my hobbies, one of which is playing computer games. Why do I enjoy it so much? And traveling. Speaking of traveling, we're going to talk about my trip. I'm so excited. So before I go there, I have a condition called keratinosis, which is if you take your eyeball like this and you turn it sideways, your eyeball is supposed to be round, like spherical. Mine is elongated because my skull or my sockets are pushing down on my eyeball. And what has happened is that the lens at the front has become very thin. And the focus obviously is here instead of at the back of the eye where the retina is. So I am actually a -10. I cannot see further than about here. Anything past here is blurry. Like I can't see that screen. I see just a blob. And as well, I have astigmatism and night blindness, and I can't read things. Like I have to do this to read, even with reading glasses. These are my reading glasses, and then I have long distance glasses. I wanted to get bifocals, but it's too expensive for my prescription. So I'm a -10 in one eye and a -8.75 in this. And it's really bad. Like if I drop my glasses someplace, I lose them, I'll die. I will die. When the zombie apocalypse comes, I'll be dead. I have to like glue these to my face, otherwise I'll die. Because I cannot survive unless I know where I am. Like obviously I know every place in my room. I can walk around here blindfold. But any place else, yeah, -10, bro. Let me tell you, -10. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Let me just double check. What is my? Do I have my prescription here? No, I don't. I have it written down somewhere. So anyway, again, ChatGTP. Guys, you got to get on this ChatGTP. Let me tell you, I was a huge Google fan. I would Google everything. But the problem with Google is it indexes people who have written about it. Okay? So if you ask a question, why is my headphone not working on my Windows 11 laptop, blah, 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 someone who would have had to write that already. Okay, but ChatGTP, what it does is it scours the internet, scrubs everything, and then gives you an opinion based on its knowledge. And as the more people who use it, the smarter it gets. Oh my gosh. So for example, my Fold phone broke. I'm jumping around all over the place here. So let me keep on track. I'll get back to my vision in a minute. My Fold broke. The same thing happened last time, a year ago. The Fold, dirt gets in the Fold, and there's a cable that runs from one screen to the other screen. And as you fold it like this, that dirt cuts the cable, and it's the Wi-Fi. So the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth cable is now cut. And that phone, I'm not going to use just data on that. And then what happens is, after a little while, the screen will die or the sound will die, right? So same problem I had last year. Can't fix it here in Sri Lanka because it's not a South Asian model, it's an East Asian model. So I have to take it to Thailand to get it fixed, which I'll probably do. But I'm done with the Fold phones. They're not waterproof, they're water resistant. So I'm gonna go with an S23 Ultra used. So, which I'm gonna pick up in next week from Sri Lanka. I found one. Refurbished from a company called Green something. Anyway, so I go into ChatGTP and I said, listen, this is what I use my phone for. I use it for the camera. I use it to watch YouTube videos. I like a big screen, powerful processor, Wi-Fi. I don't care about anything else. I would like it to be waterproof so that I can put it in the ocean, right? for like 1 minute, and just below the surface, not diving. And then I want good memory, so I can store a lot of photos, right? And that's it. And I said, here are the phones. This is the phone I had, and these are the phones I'm looking for. Which one is best suits my needs? And it gave me a rundown of the S23, S24, and S22, right? Because I want a Samsung. I want to stick with Samsung because I have the Galaxy Watch. My brother's bringing me the Galaxy Watch for my birthday. So, because let me stick with the things I know, right? I could go cheaper with like a secondary brand, but I like Samsung. The quality is there. So it gave all of these breakdowns, and then it gave a conclusion based on what you did. Go with the S23 Ultra. The S24 is better, but the S23 will last you 3 to 4 years. It's durable, it's reliable, it does what you want. I said, perfect. Now I really want that Xiaomi 3-fold screen. Oh my gosh, that thing. I've been watching videos all week about that. That thing is incredible. I would love to get my hands on that and just play with it for a little while. So anyway, I've been using ChatGPT for everything, like every question. I don't use Google anymore. I just use ChatGPT. Now I cross-reference with Google, etc. But let me tell you, I asked, where can I get funky T-shirts, like Charlie from 2.5 Men, those like very unique style T-shirts, like collared shirts in Colombo. It gave me a list of places. It scrubs the internet for it and finds it. Right? I did the same thing in Google, and it just gave me crap. In my work, it helps me in my work. Yeah, Darren, I was looking at that thing. Let me tell you, brother, we are going to talk in November. Maybe I'll give you some cash. When you go to China, you get one. All right? Because let me tell you something. That thing is, I am a tech. I love tech. I mean, come on. Come on, guys. I love tech. You've seen the pictures of my desktop. Who the heck needs that? I don't need all of this stuff. I just like it. Right? I absolutely love that phone. I think it's incredible. So yeah. So I put the same question into ChatGPT. What is the best eye clinic in Sri Lanka? And it turns out it's 10 minutes from my house in Jayala. And so I booked an appointment. I have keratinosis. So there are so about 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with it. I've had it all my whole life, and for some strange reason, my Canadian doctors never diagnosed it. I was in the eye clinic for 5 minutes, and they diagnosed it right away. And I asked them, how long have I had this? Since puberty? And I said, I never knew. So they said there's no treatment, no cure, but we can, help it, blah, blah, blah. So now, 10 years down the road, now we have some new technologies that are available. There's some like strengthening of the cornea, there's corneal implants, there's all these different kinds of levels, going to like replacing the cornea. Transplant. And then I said, well, what is the cost of each one of these? And I said, what's the cost in South Korea and Thailand versus Sri Lanka? And let me tell you, the price difference is huge. And the clinic is renowned. You think of Sri Lanka and you think of like, dirt roads and stuff like that. No. There's modern facilities and modern stuff going on. I mean, I don't think I would ever want to have cancer here, heaven forbid. I would go to South Korea for cancer treatment. They're leading edge. They got all the researchers. But for something simple like this, which the eye is, you think of your eyes and you're like, oh my gosh, it's my eyes. But let me tell you something. We've been doing the eyes for 50 years now, laser surgery. I remember laser surgery in the 80s when it first came out, right? I wanted to go to Russia to get laser surgery because that was the only place they were doing it. Now it's like every day. Tiger Woods did it. If that man trusts laser surgery, why shouldn't we? I mean, he lives on his eyes, right? So pilots and all of these guys, they all get it done. Anyway, I know people who've had it done. And they, the tiny little problems with night blindness and stuff like that, but I don't go out at night anymore. I'm barely able to get outside after 9 o'clock. So anyway, the price for even corneal transplant is hugely different here than it is even in South Korea. Like it was $5,000 to $10,000. It's $2,000 here. So I set an appointment for Tuesday. I'm going on Tuesday. I'm going to go get a consultation. I have all my documents from South Korea. I have all the charts and everything, so I can just show it to the doctor. The doctor can go, oh, okay, all right, great, And then I have to go to the dentist. The following weekend, I have an appointment with the dentist, and I'm getting the blood test, my quadrennial blood test. Every 3 or 4 months, I get my blood test, complete workup, blood, kidneys, liver, everything, testosterone, all of that stuff. I track it. So, yeah, so that's what's next week. So I'm going to do that video, talk about that, health check, talk about all those different things. So I'm going to do a whole bunch of videos today. And then next week, I'm going to be doing 2 new videos, one on the eye doctor and one on my health check. So those are coming up. Yeah, Darren, not having Google Play, that's a big deal. Now, if I could hack the OS and install like a pure Android OS on there and like hack it, I would do that and get rid of all the spyware that everybody's like. I don't care. If you want to spy on my text messages and my emails, go right ahead. I mean, come on, I'm a YouTuber. I have barely anything to hide, right? My whole life is online. My mother always asks me, she goes, do you put your toilet routine on there? I'm like, you want to see that? She doesn't understand. But again, overall, I'm basically doing this as a digital diary of my life. And I thank you, love you guys, love you guys for following along my insanity. Absolutely. And I love that Darren says, he's like, I'm just listening in the background. And I love it. Thanks so much, buddy. Terry, if you're still on, I hope you're doing well doing as well too, buddy, back in North America. Looking forward to meeting you, Terry, for the first time. Here comes Mom. Mom, come here for a sec. I'm live streaming on YouTube right now. So people are asking, how much is the caretaker? How much does it cost? $3,000 a day? Dinesh.
This one 3,900, but then it can be 5,000.
Between 4,000 and 5,000. Yeah. Darren is saying it's close to 44,000 rupees a day in Australia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sam,
Yeah.
is the tap or something open?
No. Why? Ratna Siri was washing dishes and stuff. So Darren, yeah, it's 3,900 up to 5,000.
Plus food.
Plus food. I already said that. Plus food and board. But yeah. And but still, I mean, that's $10-15 a day. You can't, and I mean, he's a medical technician. That's what he calls it. But Dad loves it. Like in the beginning, Dad was like, no, I don't want it. And he's a very proud man. But when he met him, nice guy, really nice guy, really young kid, and he lives nearby. So he brought his tuk-tuk and he parks it here. And he's like technically 24/7. So he sleeps in the room. We put a bed in the room where Dad is so that we can take care of him in the night if anything happens. And thanks, Terry. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting you for the first time. I mean, Darren I've met twice over the last year. Terry will be meeting for the first time. And this time I'm going to make sure that I, like Darren both times, Darren came when I was leaving the country, which is so funny. Like I was leaving the next day and Darren arrived. So I had like only 15 minutes to meet him. It was so cute. The first time we met. And the second time, you know, I only had like a day or so before I was leaving again. But Terry, I'm going to make Terry and Darren this time. I'm going to make sure I'm going to make time on the weekend. Weekdays I can't, but weekend we're going to hang out. We're going to have lunch. We're going to talk. We're going to catch up. All right. Yeah. You know, Darren, I'm gonna like this is a wish to have the Huawei Mate, the 3-screen phone. It'll never happen. I doubt it. I'd like to get my hands on it to play with it. So when I go to Thailand, I'll probably see if they have it there to play with it, just to, you know, drool. But I doubt I never need it. Like I don't have my Fold right now. I don't miss it. I don't miss it. Right? Now, if I was to take photos of places, I would miss it because I don't like taking photos with the Insta360 because I don't know how to. I got to figure out how to do it because it's a good camera. But the camera I have on this is a Xiaomi Note 10. The camera on this sucks, right? It really sucks compared to the Fold 3. The Fold had great cameras. My gosh, I used to vlog with that. It was great. Yeah, even 5,000 is a bargain, let me tell you. I mean, we pay Ratna City, we pay Anne, the cook, we pay Desmond a salary. And we pay them well above what anyone else would pay them. And it's still cheap for us. So, yeah. Yeah, so this week, like you guys know that I have a new contract, which is taking up my day from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., like nonstop. And the beautiful thing about this contract is that it's guaranteed pay because the students have to complete, in the 6 months, they have to complete a minimum of 44 hours in 6 months. So they have to, if they cancel a class, they have to do makeup. And the beautiful thing about my contract is that if a student misses a class without informing me, I get paid. And then they have to do a makeup class, so I get paid twice. Now, the problem with that is I only have a few hours in the day left, which means that if I have to do a makeup class, I miss out on a lunch or a break. So I'm working from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. nonstop with like 10 minutes in between each class. Now, that's not a big deal because I'm not really physically working. I'm just awake, right? And my job is really easy. I'm just sitting here doing what I'm doing right now, talking. It's now, well, I don't, and here's the thing is that in my classes, I don't talk, the student talk. I play a video, a 1 minute, 2 minute video of the news. And then I have the student explain it to me. And then I ask a few follow-up questions to help them with their comprehension. And then I correct any vocabulary or grammar. So it's really easy. I just sit for 8 hours and I barely talk. Honestly, I'm watching Instagram on the other screen while the student is listening to the news story. I'm barely paying attention now because I've heard the news story 5 times, 20 times, the same news story. So I know what I'm going to say when the story is over. I don't have to pay attention after the first Fine. So this is guaranteed money, which is so easy. And it's a beautiful contract. I love this contract. I had it last year, looking forward to it next year. Because as a freelancer, which I'm going to talk about in one of my vlogs, is that, you know, your salary goes, your pay goes up and down. Sorry, your income goes up and down with your contract. So getting a contract like this, heaven. All right, so let me talk about the vacation I just booked. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. So Lady Sarah and I are booked into 2 places, 2 trips. So January 25th till February 2nd, Lady Sarah is meeting me in Pattaya, Thailand. And I will stay until February 22nd by myself. Now, I have friends coming. I haven't guaranteed what days they're coming, but I have friends coming, just like last year. And on February 22nd, I will fly to Phuket and meet Lady Sarah again for another week. And then from Phuket, I'll fly back to Bangkok and then back to Colombo on March 2nd. So I booked some beautiful. So I have everything booked except for my flight from Bangkok to Phuket. I'm booking that in the next couple of days. The apartments are already booked. They're already booked. Airbnb. So the first one is here in Pratumna, Thailand, which is up on the hill in Pattaya. And it is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom luxury condo overlooking the Bali High Harbor. 2 bedrooms. Look at the size of this place. It's huge. Now she's going to get me, because I'm going to be staying here. So the first week I'm not working in Pattaya, but the next 3 weeks I will work. So she's getting me a table. I'm going to replace this table with a wood table, or like, you know, this is too small and it's round. I hate round tables. Here's a beautiful thing about this. So this place, nice. It's a forest view because this is the Buddha Hill. So the ensuite bathroom. I want to show you the ensuite bathroom. This is one bathroom. This is the smaller bathroom, balcony, and this is the bigger bathroom. It is open. There is a shade that you can pull down, but look at the size of that shower. It's huge. It's bigger than some bedrooms. I love it. Pool, gym. Just pictures of Pattaya. Now that's the first place. The second place in Phuket. So here's another thing I did. I asked ChatGPT, how can I get a deal? And it said, here's a message you can send that asks for a discount. And I did. I asked for a discount at this place because it is expensive. And they gave me $200 off. Look at the view. Look at the size of this. Look at the floor-to-ceiling windows. This is in Phuket, in one of the rich areas, Karon Beach, on the west coast, central west coast. I wanted this place. The other place was nice, but had no view. It had a side view. I don't want that. Look at this. This front view, wraparound balcony. Look at that. That's that. I've seen videos. That's the view from the living room. So we're here for a week in Phuket. So that's going to be a fun trip. That's going to be a really fun trip. I'm so excited. So excited. Can't wait. 120 days, 118 days. So I've got 2 days off next week because of Korean holiday, Tuesday and Thursday. Then in 2 weeks, I have a Wednesday off, like another Korean holiday. November, there's no break. December, my brother's coming, my cousins are coming. So 24th, 25th, I'll take a day off. And 31st and 1st, I'll take a day off. And then from there, it's 3 weeks until I leave for Thailand. I'm hoping that my friend Anuj comes. I'm hoping that California Dave will come from Philippines. I'm hoping King Ricks will come from the Philippines. Anuj will come from India. Princess Jasmine cannot make it this time. She's recovering from lupus, so she can't go in the sun. She's in Japan right now on a trip. Lady Sarah's coming twice. Empress Yui, she cannot make it this time. She's going to be in the States. My friend Johnny, I sent him a message about it, but I'm not sure whether he can get away from work. My buddy Michael is going to be in the area. Like what I mean is in Southeast Asia, so he's not sure of his schedule yet. Who else did I? Oh, I invited the 2 really good friends of mine who I've known for quite a while, VIP guests from the club, 2 sisters who are like just such great friends. During COVID, we hung out a lot because you're not allowed a lot of people. So, after the clubs closed, how my VIP guests became my friends were the ones who continued to contact me after the club closed. They weren't just using me for the club. I mean, come on, I know you're only using me for the club. That's fine. I don't care. That's my job. But afterwards, these people kept calling me and wanting to hang out and meet up and whatever. So that means that obviously Princess Jasmine and Heijin and Heimin, they are sisters who I've known for, I'm going to say 6 years at least. And I invited them to come. They travel all over. One is actually an influencer, really popular Instagram influencer. So I invited them to come. I hope they do, because it'll be fun. It'll be they're such great friends. I love their energy. So that's going to be a fun time. So I'm looking forward to this vacation. And actually 2025, 2026, we're going to be moving into more of a vacation mode. I'm going to be moving into more of a retirement mode. Dad's being taken care of, mom's okay, the house is okay. I can take off, which I did, going to Hikadu and everything. I can take off on trips. So as I said last time, I've got 5 trips planned. So we're Pattaya, Phuket. May, I'm not going to go. The Lady Sarah wants to go to Hong Kong. The weather is just crazy in Hong Kong. And just, it's just ridiculously expensive to go. So I would rather put that money in the bank. August, we're going to go back to Krabi, because going to Vietnam in August is not recommended. The weather is just too unpredictable. And then October, maybe we'll go either to Vietnam, which I think will be better, or Lady Sarah will come to Sri Lanka, and then we'll do a couple days in Maldives. That could be a plan. Otherwise, we'll do Sri Lanka in January, February 2026. Or October and January, October 2025, January, February 2026, either Sri Lanka, Maldives, or Vietnam. Guys, can you give me 1 second? Just give me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. Started to rain a little bit, and the window here, I have an awning, so it's not that big of a deal. But the windows in the bathroom, it comes right in through that window, so I have to go close that. It takes a little while. So you have to take off the mesh, and you have to reach out, unhook the brace that holds the window open. Then you have to wind it in and then lock it and then put the mesh back on. It's a whole big thing. I don't know what mom was thinking when she ordered these windows. I don't know. See, the thing is when they built the house from overseas. So they relied on the local family to, decide on the details. The overall house construction and concept and color and things mom and dad did, but the details on the little fixtures and stuff like that were all taken care of locally. So they were done cheaply. I don't like it. When I get possession of the house, it's either being sold or torn down. Let me tell you. It's not going to be torn down, but it's going to be sold down. I won't live here. I'll move. I don't know if I had to live in Sri Lanka, where would I live? I don't know the answer to that because I haven't lived anywhere except here or hotels. And that's not living. You need to be someplace where you can go shopping and you have you need a local fixer. You have to have a local fixer. Unless you're a citizen, unless you're born and raised here, or you've lived here for a long time, you have to have a local contact that knows where to go to get the things you need. It's not like in a Western country. You got to know people. Not everything's online. Not everything's online in this country. Speaking of which, I'm going to talk. I was supposed to talk post-election life. I'll talk about that in just 1 minute. You have to have a local fixer. So I would have to have some. Me by myself? Oh yeah, I would definitely have to have someone to watch my back because I would have no idea what to do or where to go. So if I had to choose Southern Colombo or Central East Colombo, not beachfront, it's just there's no beach, but the southern side, away from the port, Mount Lavinia area, that, or inside eastern side of Colombo, on the other side of the Ring Highway. If I had to live on an ocean side, it would be down south, past Gaul, because then you're still on the highway, 2 hours from Colombo, an hour and a half from Colombo. Paradise up north, Jaffna, or east, Trincomalee, that area. Probably more so Jaffna western side. It's more sheltered from storms and stuff like that because of the bay and the islands. So, and the beaches there are just insane. It's just infrastructure. I need to look at the infrastructure, the health and transportation infrastructure. Because, I'm going to be traveling, getting to the airport. I mean, that's a day trip. It's 8 to 10 hours from Jaffna to Colombo. It's ridiculous. It's only a few hundred kilometers, but it's 8 hours. I don't understand it. Anyway, I mean, considering that by KTX I can do 500 kilometers in just over an hour from Seoul to Busan. I mean, it's train here is okay, but it's probably faster by car and more comfortable. I did the train. I talked about it I'll never do the train again in this country, ever. Never, ever. I don't care what it is, what kind of train they get, it's the tracks. The tracks are awful in this country. The tracks are just disgusting. You can't go fast. Doesn't matter what kind of train you're on. Anyway, that's the story for today. I want to say thank you to everybody who has been watching. Truly appreciate you guys taking the time. If you are watching this after the fact, please comment below, let me know, say hi. All right, I see you guys watching this video after the fact. Truly, truly appreciate you taking the time to watch. It really means a lot to me. Darren, thanks a lot, brother. Please take care of yourself. Say hi to Janet for me and enjoy the weekend. Terry, seriously looking forward to meeting you for the first time. And all of you out there, be good to each other, stay safe until we meet. We'll see you all on the other side.